After a week-long training on disaster journalism, journalists from over 16 countries have been certified for successfully completing the training on how to report on disaster situations. The week-long training took participants through various modules from ethics, photography, how to approach a disaster scene, gathering information in such situations, when to interview, and the right questions to ask, among others. Seniors in the profession of journalism with several decades of experience in disaster reporting took the participants through the various topics while sharing the field experience they had in earthquake reporting and other forms of disasters. To have a feel of what it was like to be in a disaster scene, participants had a day spent at the AFAD Simulation Center where volunteers and security officials are prepared before approaching a disaster scene. The day activity exposed us to what could be an earthquake scene, the need for disaster kit bag, first aid, and how to escape. Participants, among them Barbara Starbach, a television journalist from Croatia, who was earlier in Turkey to cover the earthquake, Yarnada Yahumule, a special correspondent and anchor from Kazakhstan Kabar Agency, and John Muyamba, regional correspondent for New Era newspaper in Namibia, all expressed satisfaction with the training, hoping it will help in their careers.
You can always learn something new, no matter how much experience you have already. So every information we got here is valuable.
So it was a great opportunity for me as a journalist, and maybe I can report or broadcast from big mountains, like climbing like that. Maybe who knows? Our land is very vast. We have a very huge territory. So, and each territory, according to each season, has its own disaster kind of climate conflicts or some kind of things. So I think this training will help us to be ready to everything, and also to manage and to share this experience with other colleagues.
It's quite educative. I'm learning a lot, and I think I know what to do when I'm in a disaster area as a reporter. And we're told how many meters to stay away from the site for safety reasons, and where are we supposed not to go, and if you are there, how to save yourself.
Promoting responsible journalism can only be done with the right sources, and key among those are government officials. As part of activities, journalists also had the privilege of sitting with ambassadors of the Turkey's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who took us through the details of the recent earthquake while hailing the international community for the timely response. A visit to the Turkey's Cooperation and Coordination Agency, TICA, marked the climax of the training as journalists received certificate of participation. This training, it is hoped, will equip journalists with essential skills to cover and report on disasters effectively, as well as strengthen Turkey's cooperation with the outside world. Rohi Bitey, reporting for Jartis News from Ankara, Turkey.